Hi guys, so I basically completely forgot to film an intro to this video, but as you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be creating this super glam cut crease eye makeup, so if you wanted to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Right, so the palette that I'm going to be using in today's tutorial is the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. So this is what it looks like inside. It is super beautiful to look at. Like, this is probably one of the most stunning palettes to look at that I think I own. I have already done, as you can see, one eye off camera, just because I didn't actually know what I wanted to do, so I just did the first eye off camera, and then obviously I'm going to be showing you how to do the other eye. I will say, obviously, this is the eye look that I've created. I haven't finished it off because I haven't done the underneath bit yet, but this palette was extremely hard to work with, if I'm being honest. The matte shades in here and the black that I used were just so hard to work with. I'm really in love with like the shimmer, the kind of glitter, but the matte shades in here are just so weird. And the black, which is like a glittery shade, is just really weird as well. But anyways, I'm going to carry on and see if I can salvage it. It's not the best eye makeup that I've ever done, but it's fine. We're going to salvage it. So yeah, so I'm just going to go in and start my second eye. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just put basically just concealer all over my eye, just to prep my eye, just to get rid of any like little veins, redness that we have on there. So I'm just using the MUA Pro Base concealer, which is one of my favourites at the moment, and then I'm just going to blend that in with a Zoeva brush. Right, so the first shade that I'm going to go in with is this shade here. This is just like a matte white shade, and by the way, please excuse my nails, they're literally disgusting, but I haven't had a chance to do them, so please excuse that. So I'm just going to take this shade on a flat brush, and I'm just going to basically just pack this over my whole lid just to set that concealer. And I'm going to take this right up to the brow bone as well. So and then I'm going to take this shade next door, which is called Fancy That. This is like a kind of cool tone brown. And I'm going to take that on this brush, which is a Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush. And I'm just going to put this all the way through my crease. So I really wanted to create like a kind of like glam, smoky eye, and then I ended up doing a cut crease. I got this palette the other day. It is a Christmas palette, so I don't know if it's going to be available for much longer, so if you wanted to get it, then you need to sort of hurry up. But the glitter shades in here are so nice, they're so unique, and they are just like amazing. Like, you'll see when I put the gold on, it just went on so amazing. But the matte shades are just really strange. This one is okay. I used another shade in here the other day, and it just went so patchy and I was so confused. So I'm just putting this shade all through my crease, kind of like blowing it out quite a lot. And then I'm just going to take a clean Morphe brush and just blend that so it doesn't have a harsh line at the top of my eye. I'm going to go in quickly now with a different palette. This is a Stila palette, and I'm just going to be taking this shade here. This is like a darker colour, kind of like almost like a warm brown. And then I'm just going to deepen that crease up a little bit, because there isn't actually a sort of slightly darker colour in the palette. It kind of just jumps straight to a very, very dark brown, and I want something in between. So I'm just taking this shade and putting it through my crease as well. And then I'm just going back in with that clean brush and blending it all through again. Now what I'm going to do is cut my crease. So for that I'm going to be using the MUA concealer again, just taking a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use this flat brush, and I'm just going to cut my crease. So what I like to do is just basically put a little bit on my lid, sort of near to lash line, and then look straight up. And then you kind of get a guide of where you need to put that cut crease. And then I'm just going to very carefully draw that out, and I'm just kind of doing like a half cut crease, but I'm going to take it quite far over. Okay, and then I'm actually going to stop it kind of there, and then what I'm going to do is just pat over with my finger just to sort of blend it all in. I'm not actually going to be setting this with a powder, I'm just going to go straight on top of the eyeshadow so it's a little bit more tacky and the eyeshadow will stick better. I'm going to be going in now with this shade here, which is like a shimmery gold, and then I'm going to be taking that on my finger first and just pressing that on, and then I am going to go in with a brush to sort of do the edges as well. So I'm just going to take this brush and then just kind of like put it nearer to the edge so that I don't get it too messy. But this is just going to be a base for the glittery shade that we're going to put on top. So This shade doesn't need to be like perfect. So now I'm going to go in with the glittery gold from the palette. This shade is literally stunning, and when you swatch it, it literally is like glitter, but somehow you don't really get much fallout, and it's not chunky, and it does go on. As you can see, it goes on so pigmented. It's literally insane. Like, I would say this palette is quite hit and miss. Some of the shades in here are quite hit and miss, but I honestly still don't regret buying this palette just for these glittery shades in here, because they're honestly so unique and so nice. And now what I'm going to be doing, this is the bit where it kind of mucked up for me, so I'm kind of scared to do it on my other eye, but obviously I have to do it anyway because I did it on the other eye. I'm going to be taking this black glittery shade here, so it's kind of like a black with a bit of silver glitter running through. I'm going to take this on a MAC 242, and I'm just going to be basically pressing this on the outer corner. This shade went on so patchy, guys. Like, I'm scared to use it again, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm just going to be taking this kind of like in a winged shape. Okay, I feel like this eye is going better than the other eye, so maybe I just needed to kind of play around with it a bit and practice, because this is going on a lot better than it did on the other eye, which is so weird. Right, so now that's applied in that shape on my eye, I'm just going to go in with this tiny little brush. This is a blank canvas E10 brush, and I'm going to go in with that first shade we used, and I'm just going to very sort of lightly blend over the edges, just so that it's not like a harsh black line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a winged liner. I actually used this Clarins one, which has been discontinued now, because I couldn't find my other Clarins liner, which I prefer. So I'm just using this kind of like pot one. And I'm just going to be creating a wing. Let's try and make them look even. So I always start off with doing the line first, and then I just try to connect it like that, and then I'm just going to do a little line on the top as well. So I don't usually do my eyeliner this thick, but actually on the other eye I kind of mucked up a bit and then ended up going a bit thicker, so that's why I've gone a bit thicker on this side as well. What I'm just going to do is clean it up very slightly on the outer corner here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go off camera. Oh god, okay, so I've got a lot of fallout, so I'm just going to quickly go off camera, clean up the rest of my face, pop some lashes on, and then I'll be back in a second to finish off the face. Right, so lashes are on, my face is clean. The lashes that I used were the Huda Samantha lashes, I believe. I mean, I put all of my lashes in a little case, so I forget which they are, but I believe these are the Samantha lashes from Huda. Now I'm just going to go onto skin, so I'm going to prep my skin using my Magic cream. I got a new one, a full size, thank god, because I ran out of my other one. So yeah, I'm just going to pop this all over my skin just to prep. I'm so out of breath because I just ran up the stairs. Literally, I'm so unfit, I can't even tell you. I always feel like, oh my god, why has my skin gone so red? Bloody hell, I've rubbed it too hard. I always feel like eye makeup looks so weird without brows. Like, my brows aren't on yet, and it just... my eyes look so heavy when I haven't got my brows on. And then what I'm going to do is also just pop on some eye cream. So this one is the Origins Ginseng eye cream, which has been my fave recently. I love this eye cream because it really like brightens the under eye. I'm just going to go in with my normal foundation. This is obviously the Maybelline one. I mean, I use this in every video, so it's really boring for you guys to keep seeing it, but it is just my favourite foundation ever. This is in the shade Ivory, and it's actually a tiny bit too dark for me, as you can see, but the one that's like my exact shade I feel like makes me look so ill. So I always like to go like a couple shades darker and just bring it right down my neck. Right, so now my foundation is all on. I'm going to be using the MUA Pro Base Concealer. This is the one that I use to prime my eyelids. This has genuinely been like one of my favourite concealers. I picked this one up over my NARS one, which I think I've said this in a video before, but this one is actually like £2.50, which is crazy. I don't use too much of it because I don't like to overload my under eye with concealer because I find that it creases. So yeah, I'm just going to use a little bit and just sort of pat that in underneath my eye. I might do blue under the lash line. Is that going to look shit? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I might use this shade under my lash line. Shall I? Shan't I? No, I'm scared. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm scared. I'm going to go in with the gold shade that we use, this one here, just to finish up my under eye. And I'm going to just run that along the kind of inner corner of my eye. And I'm not actually powdering my concealer yet because this is going to cover basically that crease anyway, where my concealer would usually crease. So I don't really need to powder it. Oh, I just got so much of that in my eyeball. And then I'm taking this even smaller pencil brush. I'm going to take that black shade and then I'm just going to run that along the outer corner of my lower lash line. Just like a tiny bit, not too much. And then I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and just kind of blend that a little bit. Honestly, lower lash line makes such a big difference. Like, once you get the lower lash line on, it just looks so much better. Who has seen the new Shane Dawson series, the 2 videos that he's just posted? Oh my god. I feel like Shane Dawson is literally my favourite person in the world. Like, as in, favourite person that I don't actually know. Like, I just love him. Like, I literally just love him. I don't even know why, I just love Shane Dawson so much. He's just so sick. Like, he's just so sick. Like, everything he does, I'm just like, I love you, literally. If I could meet one person, it would be Shane Dawson. Like, he's just, oh, I just love him, man. I just love him so much. I might put a little bit of the glittery shade on there as well, like just try and see if that's gonna work. Oh, I've got it in my eye. Oh, okay, that actually looks quite good. And then I'm just gonna go in with a bit of lower lash mascara. I'm just using the Lancome Hypnose mascara. This is like a little mini one. So I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Pretty Youth palette. So this is basically just the exact same shade from the Bronze and Glow palette. And I'm just going to be using that to sort of lightly contour. And then I'm just going to take some of that down my neck as well, just to blend everything together because obviously we have gone a bit darker with the foundation. For blush, I'm just going to be taking Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, which has been like my favourite sort of blush shade at the moment. And then for highlight, I'm going to take my Ofra highlight in the shade Rodeo Drive for a little bit of a change because I usually do Bar of Gold from Charlotte Tilbury, but I want something a bit different today. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. A little bit of this goes a really long way because it's like super glowy. This is more of a gold tone highlight as well, so it's perfect for like matching with the eye makeup. Just a little bit on my nose as well. Right, and then I'm going to just quickly jump off camera and do my brows. I'm just going to use a Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift in the shade Supermodel, put a little bit of clear gel through them, and then I'm going to come back and do lips. Right, my brows are on. Literally, how much better do I look now my brows are on? So I'm going to go on to lips, and I'm going to be using this Essence lip liner. This is in the shade 11 in the nude, just because I can't locate my Pillow Talk for some reason. My Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, I don't know where it's gone. I don't know what I've done with it. So I'm going to use this for now for a bit of a change. I'm just going to slightly overline my lips as usual. And then because I want the lips to be like super nude because we've got quite a heavy eye, I'm going to take this L'Oreal. This is a lip paint matte in the shade Dead Mouth and it's like a super nude colour. So I'm just going to pop that all over my lips. Right, and that is pretty much it, guys. So that is the finished look. I'm going to leave the lips quite matte just because I feel like because the eyes have got quite a lot of shine, it's nice for them to be a little bit more matte. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then please give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.